Hey, you mess up my clean kitchen, I can kick your ass.
Tell them.
Make sure you clean up with your stuff.
Huh?
He said,
Well, you're not gonna live. I'm telling you, you gotta quit using this knife.
For the bread?
Yes,
I
it's
bet.
not a knife, Fred, you will cut yourself. Oh, use a serrated knife when it has ridges on it.
yeah, if you cut through that bread, you're gonna really take yourself out. What's up?
All right.
She got it, dude.
He's telling these guys all their troubles about how sorry her husband. And so he gets her kids. These guys are listening to her tell her
All right, guys.
decided they want to project themselves.
What are you trying to do? I'm trying to do shit so hard.
It's not coming down. Nobody's doing it hard.
You guys want to join in? You can join in. Need some cantaloupe. Just got done working out.
Virginia. Sure enough, we did that. Jose Farms.
I got one of them bathroom things for his bathroom, but let's not, let's wait to put it on Thursday morning. It's the strongest snowing right next to me. And I got some more of those regular,
You got the regular one?
the old school.
All right, everybody, what's up? So down here at the bottom is a link if you guys want to join in. I'm going to show you guys a little something first, then we're going to get to where we're going. This right here is from NutriShopUSA.com. It's called Insane Asylum. This stuff, if you need a pre-workout that's going to drive you, this is it. So I just wanted to go to NutriShop USA, use code DB10, and you get free shipping. Unlike other people, I have a lot of things that I get asked to do. Let's go. I might have to borrow my wife's phone. I don't think I can post pictures on here, so.
20 reviews, but there's other.
All right, let's get into this. So in case you didn't know, Ross won a competition. Come on, man. Come on. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So, congratulations. I mean, in all seriousness, congratulations. You beat 2 other guys out to be number 1. Yes, sir. Woo! So, here's the thing I have with all that shit. And you all know me, I'm just going to tell you like it is. We, yes, sir. We all know that I believe it was May 29th, I guess, was the other competition that brought this fucking cantaloupe is slamming. He was going to enter that competition, and per his words, and I'm kind of paraphrasing a little bit, it was something to the lines of, I'm going to drop out of this competition because I've seen some of the guys in that competition. There's no way I was going to beat them. I'm not here to lose. I'm here to win. You did it, my friend. You fucking did it. You entered a competition with 3 dudes. You are not kidding. You are a man of your fucking word. Yeah. Woo! Mm-hmm. So, before I go any further, I got a proposition from Ross. Now, some people here know me intimately. Other people just know who I am and what I do on here. Kudos. I have zero intentions on and going to any bodybuilding competition. Zero. Like I don't like it. Don't want to do it. I don't like the whole nastiness of it all. I'm quite big enough. I don't I don't need to get fucking huge and tan myself up. I'm white. I don't want all that brown tan stuff all over me. That shit's I won't look right. Trust me. Um, but here's what I'm going to say to Ross. Okay, if you enter a competition with guys, 10 or more people in that competition, it has to be 10 or more people in that competition, and you beat those guys out, I will enter a competition. I myself will go against my wife and everything she said I can and can't do, and I will enter a competition. I am not allowed to be huge. She doesn't like me huge. I have to keep somewhat of a fucking dad bod belly. It's shrinking, but here we go. So that's my deal to Ross. He's not going to do it because he can't do it. There's no way he can do it. There's no way he's going to do it. So I look on this stage, and sorry guys, I've still been trying to find out how to do this. Can't do it. But I look on the stage and saw the other two guys that this guy was competing against. Like, I got a 14-year-old boy that goes to the gym with me almost every time that could have beat those two guys out. No doubt in my mind. My boy's not even really huge. He's getting there. But he could have beat those two other guys out. Like, this was obviously completely 110% set up. You had to have known who else entered the competition. You did your research. You looked them up. You checked out their profiles, and pow, there it was. You're like, yep, this is the competition I have to enter. Hey, man, what if I even just come in? Even if you came in third place out of 3 people, that makes you look pretty damn good, doesn't it? You got the lowest form, a bronze or third place, whatever the hell this shit is. But listen, at minimum, those other guys did not have a belly with like 45 rolls in it. He looked like one of those skinless cats. How do you go into a competition looking like a skinless cat or a furless cat? There, that's what I'm looking for. Them wrinkled ass cats with no fur. That's what his stomach looked like. Like, my wife is giving birth to 3 kids, and she don't have near the damn nastiness on her belly that this guy had. So how he won that, I mean, he already knew what he was doing. But as somebody who works out, I go to the gym and I see other guys. I get online, I see other guys, and these guys are in real competitions. Okay. This dude, by the way, has aged like minimum 15 years. So I looked at my wife and I said, hey, how old do you think this guy is? She's like 53, 54. I'm like, no, he's 39. I think he just turned 40. She's like, wow. Drugs are bad, people. I think you heard that on South Park. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Steroids don't. If you abuse steroids, that's what's going to happen, man. He does not look healthy. His legs are way out of shape. I don't really honestly work my legs out that much. I got to be honest. Like, today was leg day for me. I skipped it. I hurt everywhere else. I have better legs than that, and I don't work them out. Not near as much as he claims he does. Those legs were terrible. Like, I've never seen a set of legs like that. Now let's talk about how we knew that Ross won the competition. Enter George Zaharoff. How did we know that George Zaharoff was going to be at that competition? Oh, do you think he was going to miss Ross in a fucking pair of skivvies? No, sir. No, sir. Ross Carlos was going on stage in nothing but a pair of skimpy underwear. You know, George Zaharoff had to see that. He wasn't going to miss his boy half nudie up there, boy. He was like, hot tour. He did. You got a hot to that thing. So we learned that Ross won this competition through George Zaharoff's account. His account. And the fact that we had to learn that from Zaharoff's account alone is disturbing. I've told you guys this before, and I'll tell you again. This guy has people around him that are totally lying to this guy. Look, it's great to support your friends. It's okay to give them a little but you don't have to completely go off on that thing. You understand what I'm saying? And the I feel bad for the guy. I know I told my buddy Ken that I wouldn't tell nobody. I secretly feel bad for the guy because this guy's thoughts of himself are way up here. And where he's at is way down here. That's a big place to fall. And when the man actually falls and hits, it's going to hit hard. That's a long way to go. You are going to come to the realization one day that you are not what you think you are. You are not what your peoples tell you you are. I can't, for the life of me, figure out how you look in the mirror and go, I am ready for a competition. I have this, I'm going to win this shit. I don't see who, what, where, when, why, and how, other than too many people are blowing smoke up your ass. I would love to see, honestly, what his wife's feelings about all this are. I truly feel like we have to hear from the missus herself. You ever notice she's been quite absent lately? You haven't seen her in quite some time. Ever since he's been on this little journey to enter competitions, you haven't heard nothing about her. That's sad. My wife wouldn't like it, but my wife would be my biggest fan and my biggest critic. And when your wife is nowhere to be found, tells you everything you need to know. Guys, I got this cantaloupe up the road, this little stand up here, and this shit is fucking bang. Good for you too. But our mental health as men is very important. Okay. I have not made a video about June being men's mental health awareness, but I'm worried about Ross's mental health. I am worried that when this guy's whole world comes crashing, because you guys know it's going to come crashing down. He's going to try as hard as he can to get in bigger competitions. I know it. He's too arrogant to stop here. He's going to go farther. He's going to try harder. He's going to bulk up more. Whoever his nutritionist is, yeah, that dude ought to have a foot so far up his ass, the water on the knees should quench everybody's thirst. Bro, you're killing that guy. There's no way that I'm not a coach by any stretch of the imagination. Well, yeah, it is. Congratulations, George. I forgot to wish George a happy Gay Pride Month. So we need to beware of other people's mental health. And I think between Oda Jerks being and telling him the truth, mostly the truth, and George Zaharoff and maybe his wife and some of his friends lying to him, I feel real bad about this man's mental health. He's not where he needs to be. The drop is far, man. You know what I mean? The drop is far. But Ross, happy Pride Month yourself. I hope that you enjoyed George Zaharoff staring at your gluteus minimus as you were on stage, and hopefully it gave you the arousal and the that you need to get the job done. Give you that extra push or thrust, whatever it is that works for you. But so you guys, that if there's anybody on here that ever wants to go into a competition, I want you to understand something. Just like him buying followers, steroids are just like buying followers. Okay. You're taking the easy way out. I've seen guys, like I did some research yesterday to try to find out where this competition was, how it ended, and all that stuff. I spent like 40 minutes. I got sick and tired of trying to find it. It was not easily accessible to find any information out. But I came across like a natural competition, guys who do not do steroids and who actually get tested for any kind. And I do believe it's a blood test, like $75 for that test. Those guys blow Ross out the water. Okay. I don't know if you can do it natural. I have no clue. I know I'm getting big as hell from being natural. I don't know how long I'll stay natural, but I'm not going to abuse it if I take it. So there's that. For me, it would just be something to help me get to the next stage, something to help me get more cut. So I bulk and I cut, I bulk and I cut, I bulk and I cut. That's how it's supposed to work. The first time dude was about to enter a competition, all he did was cut. You're not going very far, homeboy. You're getting ready to enter a competition. You've cut down so far. It's like how much you know what I'm saying? You look sickly. He looked better this time. I'll give him that much, but not enough to be on a stage. He gets on the stage with professionals. He's getting crushed. By the way, today I am wearing a Trump cologne. You don't like it? Go fuck off. Smells great. Wore the Zaharoff thing yesterday. It's trash. We'll just go with that. That's nothing to do with George. I really don't mind George. It's trash. I don't get. If it was a polo, I'd say it's trash. So not trash. Overhyped, which makes it trash. You're expecting something way different than it is, and you get what you get. You get what you pay for. Typical blue fragrance. So Ross, one more time. If you enter a competition with 10 or more dudes in it, a real competition with 10 or more dudes in your classification, whatever that is, and you win that competition, I will enter a competition. I will bust my ass, get myself into absolute gorgeous shape, and gorgeous according to their standards. I will cover up my tattoos. I know a guy who does tattoos. I'm going to get them covered up, but I will cover up every nasty fucking tattoo I have, and I will actually enter into one myself. That's a promise. Y'all heard it. It's recorded. That's a promise. So do what you got to do. Have fun, but don't get mad when people who point out your stupidity and your mental acuity and let you know that you didn't really win. It's like 3 people do. So you really, I don't know how you call it a victory. I take a lap, I guess, but I'll give you enough credit. You had enough balls to do it. Looking like that and getting on stage, you had some balls. I'll give you that much. I saw a picture one time where his fucking doinky doink was sticking out because of the steroids he took. So at least you know he has some kind of balls. I don't know how big they are after steroids, but at least he has some. But I just, it's worrisome, man. It's like you want to be friendly to the guy and be able to be the one to tell him that he's not all that, but he's not going to listen to you because you don't like him. So therefore, he's just going to go with all the other people who kiss his ass and tell him he looks awesome. I will promise each and every one of you out here watching, which is like 10 fucking people, that if I come across somebody clapping Ross, I'm going to go onto that channel and I'm going to make sure I try to become a guest of that channel and call them out on their fucking ignorance. Because if you're applauding Ross and thinking he looks good and he won this competition because he looks great, you need fucking help too. June is your month as well. So with that being said, I have other things to do. My beard is really fucking bushy. I'm going to end up shaving. Wife will be making dinner here soon. Got a baseball game. Go Orioles. Number 1, baby. Number fucking 1. The Orioles are number 1. They lead the division. Woo! All you Yankees fans, go suck one. I love each and every one of y'all. Get yourself together. Please, guys, don't get this shit in your mind like this fucking guy does and thinking you're something you're not. I know I'm not. And I acknowledge I'm not. So, what my wife tells me is beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. So I let that go. But I'm not that guy. I'm not going to get on a stage with other guys and think I'm going to blow the competition out the water. Hell no. I'm not that guy. I'm a realist and I'll always be a realist. RXL, love you, man. Mr. Cheese, Alpha, y'all, love y'all. Take care of yourself. And hey, guys, go give Ross some help. Hey, congratulate the guy on a job well done. He did a meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So you guys have a good day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Deuces.